know you've got your own stream to finish up, so you feel free to leave. And thank you very much for being courteous enough to come and do this debate. I do appreciate it. You're showing the other flat earthers how to act. You're stepping out of your channel. You're coming and talking to other people. You're being relatively decent enough to engage, and you're not just threatening to stick your ball bags in people's mouths, etc., etc. So please keep up the good work, because it gives me infinite content to make videos about.
Glad I can help. But again, thank you, Johnny, for being a moderator. Thank you, Catz. And thank you, Craig. Hopefully we can do this sometime again. And don't forget, tomorrow night it's McToon. So that's going to be quite fun.
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow night, guys. Flatsoid is debating MC Toon, and it's going to be a good one. We'll talk a bit more about that in the after show.
Can I just say something to Johnny before we finish up?
Yeah, I've got a few more super chats.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
No, you do that, and then I'll read the rest of the super chats.
All right. Well, just before Flatsoid goes, I want to say this publicly rather than just behind the scenes. I knew tonight when I came into this debate that if I wasn't forceful and aggressive, which is not how I normally like to debate, I knew that it would just be me listening to a lot of waffle, and I knew I had to hold somebody's toes to the fire, and that would require me constantly interrupting and butting in, and I knew that whoever was moderating would have a job on their hands. And I just think Johnny did an absolutely brilliant job, and I apologise that sometimes I was, and I know, and you know that I was sometimes over the top in trying to hold Flatsoid's feet to the fire with it, and it was always going to be my plan, but I don't feel nice about having to put you through that, and I want to apologise for it, but also just say that you handled it brilliantly, like a proper pro, and what a great job. So that's not what I'm always like. Anyone who's watched the Agree to Disagree knows I'm not always like
You've been watching too many of my debates, haven't you, Catz?
It was a special event tonight that meant I had to approach it in a special way, but you did a great job, Johnny, and I'm sorry for making you have to mute me at certain point, so thank you.
I wanted to say it's odd because not your character how you are tonight. So I feel honoured. Thank you, Catz.
Cheers again, Flatsoid.
Okay,
appreciate
cheers, guys.
it. And thank you to everyone on Flatsoid's stream. Keep supporting Flatsoid, because it's going to give me content.
Okay, cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.
See you later.
Bye. Oh, wow. Guys, that was quite something, hey? Does anybody want to come and chat a bit? My Discord is open and my Guilded is open, so it would be great if anybody wants to come and talk. What do you guys have to say about that? I mean, I can't believe it. Although Catz is trying to say, oh yeah, I forgot about the CC approximate, sorry, Travis, I forgot about that totally. I got so sidetracked trying to explain the plasma BS to the guy. Yeah, so thank you all for coming. Thank you everybody that sent super chats. I can't see my super chats now, but I know it was Skeptic, I know it was PJ, I know there was another 2 people, so I really appreciate you guys sending the super chats. You guys rock. Also good to see you guys enjoying the stream. 68% said yes out of 161 votes, so I'm very happy about that. Thanks guys. Yes, then tomorrow night is going to be on Perspective with McToon. Let's just hope he brings more of an argument than Catz did, because all Catz did was obfuscate and deny everything presented. That's all he did from the start. And notice how he totally ran away from gas pressure without containment. He did not even want to address that. Yeah. Come back to reality, YouTube. Yeah, good one. So again, yeah, if anybody wants to come and chat just for about 20 minutes, then I'm going to close off. So yeah, again, thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate you guys' support, and I actually had fun. It was the first debate ever with Catz. I didn't know what to expect. As usually, like I said, he does usually have a very other style, very laid back, but tonight he was going full out triggered. But I know why he was triggered. He wasn't planning to be that way. It was because he had nothing. He literally had no argument. So yeah, I'm going to get some nice clips out of this for some future videos. He kind of spoke himself in a corner a few times, and I'm going to stick to my facts and say he was nice and dishonest. That's about it. Yeah, they don't have an argument, Jess. Exactly. So is anybody interested to come and chat for a bit for the last 20 minutes or something? Anybody in Gilded or in or in Discord, I'm more than happy to chat. Hi Clutter, could you let Nathan know what his link is under video still points to Discord and not Gilded? I left messages for him, but I don't know who that is, sorry. Okay, so I'm still live there. Okay, where are we?
Hello.
How's it, PJ? How you doing, mate?
Yeah, great man, great man. Yeah, you did brilliant, man. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, there was a load of haters in there as well, but I think you did magic. He was very aggressive, wasn't he? Very aggressive.
Yeah, and that's not like Catz. That's what I said. He said at the end, no, he planned it that way, but no, it's because he had no argument. He was getting demolished left, right, and centre.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I think he did brilliant. He just like that was his tactic. Do you know what I mean? To try and win over the crowd in a way, just overpower you with aggression, obfuscation, and a little bit of eye-harm. Not too much eye-harm, but a little bit of eye-harm there. Do you know what I mean? But very aggressive.
But I still have to stick to. I have to stick to my statement when I said to Johnny he was being biased, because he was. When every time they muted him because he's talking over me, I'm trying to give my statement out. They mute me, and then he wants him to say again what he's just saying, and I can't answer myself. So I'm going to stick with he was a bit biased, although he did a good job moderating on the fairness of that. But he was a bit biased. I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely. I do appreciate the apology though.
Sorry?
I do appreciate the apology from Catz to you.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, it was a nice, good apology. I don't like the dude, but it was a nice apology, do you know what I mean?
But yeah, like from I said, you saw in the opening statement where I brought 3 observable, repeatable observations, and I can even show demonstrations for them and explain the mechanics behind them, and yet he tells me I bring nothing.
No, absolutely, you did. You brought it, and that's what he said. That was just he wasn't really debating. He was arguing. I put it in the chat a few times. He wasn't really debating. He was arguing because he was that aggressive. It turned sort of argumentative. But
Exactly.
You didn't argue. Do you know what I mean? You keep your cool like you always do. So, and also Craig, when he turned around and said that about the channel and all that doing well, you're different from Flat Earthers, you present yourself differently. That was nice of him to say that as well. Do you know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, Craig does talk like that with me behind scenes all the time. It's just his persona. He comes online to be more aggressive because remember, he needs the content. So I know that. We actually have very civil conversations behind the scenes. So I got nothing against the guy. I mean, just like he needs content from me, I also use content from him. So it's a take situation. I don't really worry anyway what they put me up as saying dumb or something. At the end of the day, this is for the normal people to see what they can see. I mean, if they can see the guy says you cannot do star trails on a flat earth by just showing a picture, I then go and explain to him, show a demonstration and show the mechanics behind it, and then he just totally runs away from it, shows hello to the normal person who's the dishonest one.
Yeah, a few red herrings in red herrings in there.
Quite a few.
With the star trails, he's like he's in the position of you're standing on the earth and you look up at star trails. Why would you think that the earth is moving if the sky is turning? Why would that be your position?
That was my first point. That's why I opened with it.
I don't think anybody would think that. Do you know what I mean? They've got to be dishonest about that. I mean, I know they think it's heliocentric and it's us that's moving, but they must realise that if they did a thought exercise and we were on a flat earth sort of thing and looking up at the sky, the thing spinning would be the sky. They should admit that, because surely they know that. They can't be that stupid that they don't know that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was my opening statement. That's why you see from the beginning he couldn't answer that simple question when I say, do you feel the movement? That's why he didn't want to answer it. That's why I moved to Star Trails, which he thought he had a gotcha moment, because he didn't think I actually have an explanation for it on a flat earth. Because the guys that I debate, you're going to see tomorrow with McToon as well, the guy doesn't know what perspective is. He's going to totally shit himself when he's going to bring orthographic view and say it's perspective, because that's exactly what he did in the other. And
he shit himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, McToon really backs. He thinks he knows. It's weird, and he thinks he knows about perspective, but it's all about orthographic views with them, and I don't, because that's not true to life. You look sideways. Nobody ever looks sideways. But you look sideways, there's no shrinkage of the whatever you're looking at. When you're moving back and actually looking at it from a first-person point of view, and the buildings are shrinking, do you know what I mean? Why would an orthographic view demonstrate that? It's not the same.
Yeah, perspective and orthographic is two different things. Orthographic is simply just angle-based. It takes no optical phenomena into account at all. Doesn't take parallax into account. Doesn't take any refraction or anything into account. It literally just takes angles. Thank you, Aaron Armstrong, for your super chat. Sorry, I just want to quickly read the super chat out. Thank you, Aaron Armstrong, for your $2 super chat. How did you go, Keith? I did very well. I ripped him apart from the get-go. Obviously, they're going to be delusional and say, hey, I lost, but a debate is not about winning or losing. I simply just showed I can demonstrate, explain with mechanics on how it works, and totally demolish every argument he presented. Hence, that's why he got so triggered and then made an excuse at the end of the debate saying that was his strategy. No, it's because he got demolished at every turn. He thought I was going to be some kind of walkover. That was the thing. He thought it was going to be some walkover.
Yeah, it wasn't a walkover, that's for sure. He was aggressive. You kept your cool. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a that's a good tactic. You know what I mean? Just always keep your cool, no matter what the opponents do. Do you know what I mean? Because they're going to trip themselves up with being aggressive, they do it all the time, and you didn't. You know what I mean? If the chat, some people know the Globers, not they were saying that you were stuck. You never stuck once, not once. You know what I mean? You always came back.
Did I have an answer for every single question he put out?
Absolutely.
And did he, out of all the questions I asked, I think he answered maybe 2 of them out of the whole night.
That was his obfuscation. When you were asking questions, he was obfuscating to something else every time, apart from the 2 times you said.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even when he answered those 2 things, it was validating my point that I made like half an hour, an hour ago.
Definitely. I think Derek's with us.
Hey Derek, how's it going, dude?
How you doing, Derek?
Doing okay.
Good. I can
It's gonna put you a bit louder.
I can hear you just.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Can you put yourself a bit louder, Derek? Yeah, I can't hear him. I don't know if he's talking. Maybe he's got issues.
He's not talking.
I'm looking at
okay, that's better.
I'm not sure. Is this better?
Yeah, much better. Thanks.
Yeah, that's
Oh, good. All right. And like I've spoken to Craig like in private, and he can actually be a really respectable guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he can just it's just when kind of put in front of an audience, sometimes he's susceptible to other people's views, and it can change his behavior. But he's getting better at noticing that, so that's good.
Yeah. I just have to say thank you again, everybody, for sending the super chats. I'm so sorry I couldn't read them out. I was a bit preoccupied. Really do appreciate the super chats, guys.
That's cool, man. Don't worry about it. Brilliant. Yeah, fantastic, man. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm so glad you kept your cool. You always do. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah. But that's what I said. I'm going to have some nice cuts out of this, because every argument he's going to present, where he puts a picture up, that's why I brought Bigfoot at the end, because that was his line of evidence. I show a picture, therefore globe. Yeah. So I show a picture, therefore Bigfoot. So if that's his how can I put it, his level of showing evidence, then why can't I do that? Because obviously me demonstrating something, showing its mechanics and explaining it and observing it and demonstrating it over and over and repeatable is not good enough. But if he can show a picture, that's good enough. So therefore I just showed a picture too.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, you know?
I don't think they expected that either. That's why Johnny actually had to stick up for him there and said, but yeah, I'm proving it because he's now Bigfoot. Obviously it was a joke, but still.
There was a few laughable bits, good few laughable bits as well.
Yeah, but I had fun. I have to admit, I did have fun. I didn't know what to expect with Catz, because it was the first debate I've ever had with him.
Very condescending, though, isn't he? Very condescending.
Yeah, but like I said, he came in here thinking I don't know anything. He literally thought I'm going to be some kind of walkover, and as soon as he started bringing his opening statement, I thought, is this the best you got to bring?
Exactly.
My opening statement alone, I really advise people to go just listen to my opening statement, that 10 minutes, and listen to the words I said. It validates this whole entire debate against Catz, the whole argument.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You didn't even take 10 minutes. You actually forfeited some minutes.
Yeah.
You did it up quickly. Do you know what I mean? So that shows how easy it was to debunk.
I wanted to show photos and stuff as well, but like I said, I didn't know I could share screen, so I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I said, okay, if I knew I could share screen, I would have showed photos while I was doing it, but...
Of course.
I mean,
of course.
I don't need to show a photo of the Nile River or the Suez Canal or train tracks or the Salt Flats, because I literally said it. I was talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was it was a good debate. I didn't like his tactics, do you know what I mean? But I liked how you played it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's best debate I've seen in a while, actually. That was really good. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that.
I really appreciate you guys coming. I did enjoy it. Thanks, guys. And I mean, at one stage it was like at 100 people, and it was the most I've ever had on a stream. So, wow.
I was about to say that. It's like there was more. I mean, it leveled off at like about 60, but it did go up for a while. But 60 was brilliant.
To me, most of the night it was around 60 to 80. Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's fantastic.
But I had a lot of fun.
When the show comes up, when the notification comes up, I always go to Facebook and put it on Facebook. Do you know what I mean? So share straight away.
Yeah.
So maybe when everybody's sharing, it might be helping. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should do anyway.
Yeah.
Got to.
I want to know.
My Facebook for now.
You wouldn't know why on my streams. Like, look at my last stream as well. I ended stream.
Yeah.
I went to bed. I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning. I saw the stream is still live.
It was. I mean, it was same the other. It's done that for 3 nights.
It does it all to me. It like stays and it shows like it's 8-9 hours long debate, which is only stream. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I ended the stream, and I see people going in the chats and chatting along, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's not even live.
That's right. Yeah, there was always at least 2 people still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was fun. But
at one stage, it showed it 6 hours, and there was 18 people in at 6 hours.
No
I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Looking at a black screen.
The first 2 times it did that, it's because the electric cut out while you're still streaming, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, those ones with the bacon series.
Yeah.
I know
last night's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying that was with that Christopher Enoch thing, because it had power surges, but that stopped it straight away. But specifically, if I end the stream, it doesn't end. I don't know why.
Strange. But it always corrects itself, though, doesn't it?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Good. But the thing is, when it's like that, when it doesn't stop, you can't do a comment until it's stopped, till the live stops. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't go in the comment section until that's over. So it takes ages. So I wonder what it is. I haven't got a clue myself. Oh, did you see the message that Catz put up about it? Was
no, I didn't see.
Me and you. Yeah, he put a message up on the screen about how you talk about how we think. Because the Bible supports flat out. He was on about that the religious and it. We go back. We think the Bible's proof and all that. And he says it's faith-based. He put a message up on the screen on the comment section that me and you. It said something. You were talking and you mentioned my name and I think it was to do with God and flat earth and all that. Anyway, I can't remember exactly what it said. But yeah, he put a message up. Couldn't you see that? No.
No, I wasn't really concentrating on that. But
but you could have seen it if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I'm looking for that. I actually wanted to get the actual comment up because he was taking that whole thing out of context. Remember, this was a Scarlet, where Scarlet was claiming Earth is science, and we simply the Bible is, where's the Bible and science? So we simply just answered Scarlet to say the Bible is not scientific because it's supernatural. It's got nothing to do with science. This is what I was saying. He was totally misrepresenting the actual topic, the actual answering of the thread. So now he's saying everything we fight it for is based on a Bible belief, which is false. Go and watch from when I started my channel. When do I actually ever bring God into the argument?
You don't bring God in. You talk about what happened, how he built the.
Yeah, but I mean, you understand?
All the
when I explain angles getting limited, bottom up obstruction stuff, where did I bring God into that? When I bring something refraction, where do I bring God into that? When I bring gas pressure up, where do I bring God into that? Obviously tonight it's just based on the flat Earth model, but I didn't even bring God into that either. I could have brought God into tonight's debate as well. So no, I didn't want to bring God into it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had that with Scarlett as well for about a week. It was terrible. And last night was terrible. The woman made me cry. You know what I mean? It was terrible. Yeah, she's like that. But I've had that with the Bible, and I keep telling them, yeah, we don't say the Bible is proof or scientific for flat Earth. We say it teaches it and supports it. That's what we say. We don't say that it does teach it and it supports it without a doubt. But we don't say it's a scientific book.
See, the thing is, the thing they also ignore is we also have an audience that are Christian heliocentrics, and they also want to see that side of the argument. So I'm not going to keep it away from them just because you have atheists that want to now play dirty. You understand?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I have an audience that I need to support, and I mean, I want to support every part of my audience, not just some of them. I mean, I can have Muslims on here as well if I wanted to. Is that going to change? Is that going to change how I conduct myself or the evidence I show? No.
Yeah, of course. We don't want for your channel. You don't want everybody to be flat earthers. Well, we want everybody to be flat earthers, but for the show, you don't want it just flat earthers there. You want normal normies. You want anti-flat earthers, globers. We want to be able to, well, not convert them. That's a bad word. Do you know what I mean? But
we just want
to be able to show.
But that's what
show them the truth.
That's what I was trying to. Yeah, exactly. That's what the channel's here about. It's about my perspective on the world, how I take it up. I mean, I think my opening statement perfectly personified what is actually going on here. So if you actually go and you listen to what I said, those words, you would see why I'm actually a flat earther in the first instance, just like everybody else, because you wake up to the logic that you've just been indoctrinated, and when you actually look into it, you see it's false.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that.
And there's never truer word said, you know? Absolutely.
It's as simple as that. But I like how because I remember when he brought up my 11 frames thing there, and because he saw what I said in the opening statement, he just thought, no, he's rather not going to touch that, because he clicked past there the whole time quickly in his videos, in his photos, because he didn't want to bring it up, because he knew as soon as he says taking curve away, he was conceding it's not physical curve. I mean, look at that sextant thing that he brought up. He says, oh, look, this guy knows nothing about angles because he put vertex there and saying it's a 90 degree. But he ignores the exact video I brought out a few hours after that to say, listen here, guys, it came out wrong. What I meant was the 90 degree was the guy holding the sextant. Just because I didn't say the guy holding the sextant was at 90, now they took it as I was saying the sextant is a 90 degree.
Yeah.
That's just misrepresentation and dishonest. He literally shut up after that about the sextant after I brought that up. Instead of just continuing to say, yes, sorry, I misrepresented, he just totally just left it.
That's right. He didn't go into detail about the sextant because he can't, because it just doesn't work on a spherical, on a globe. Do you know what I mean? It can only work on level to get that angles right. You know, it just doesn't work.
I actually want to show you the math I've been doing for that McToon challenge. By the way, I'll send it to you tomorrow. Because I'm doing everything without any globe, guys. At all. That's why it's taking me so long. I'm literally creating my own math for it as well.
Brilliant. We've got somebody else. We've got somebody called Fazzy joined.
Oh.
There you go. Can you hear me?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, sound. Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, you did.
This is time doing anything. But I've literally just signed up so to Discord, so it's good time.
Just give me 2 seconds. I just want to go to the bathroom quickly.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I was just, I was just like so disappointed. I was a little bit disappointed, Flatzoid. I don't know why. I just felt like the even though I'm agreeing with everything you say, I just felt like they got the better of you. Is that a bad take? I don't know.
I was just thinking about it. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, you're absolutely, of course, you're allowed to say that. Do you know what I mean? That's your opinion.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm new to it, so I'm new to it all and stuff. You know,
I think you probably think that is he was aggressive. He's written in Flats is not aggressive. Do you know what I mean? Flats keeps his composure. So it's maybe because of that you kind of think that because he was very aggressive and pushy. But I mean, I disagree with you. But of course you're allowed your opinion. Do you know what I mean? It's
Hey guys,
opinion.
sorry I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, did you disappear?
Yeah, so I was just quickly into the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't know. What's his name? Fuzzy was saying, even though he agrees with everything you say, he kind of thinks they got the better of you. And I says like, I disagree. Do you know what I mean? You're like
Yeah, everyone has their own opinions.
And maybe you think that because you kept your composure and what's his name? Catz was very aggressive. So maybe it's because of that.
Yeah. Fozzie, I don't know if you've watched some of my debates before.
This, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fozzie,
yeah, talk to him, Flats.
yeah, so
Sure.
Fozzie, I don't know if you watched some of my debates before. I have a certain way of trying to get people to say a certain thing. And that's what I was trying to do. So, yeah, I might, but like I said, yeah, everybody has their own opinion. I know I demolished the guy from left, right, and center. I mean, if you watch Catz debates, doesn't matter from how much years ago, he's never been this aggressive and triggered before. So that's why I said I feel honored about that, because that means he was in a hole and he knew it. That's why he was stressing, because usually he's kind of scripted and all calm and everything. He had to go totally against his script tonight because I had an answer for every single thing he was throwing at me. He didn't even think I knew what ionized gas is. Come on.
Yeah, true.
That's a fundamental to you, Catz. For somebody like me, it's like I'm not scientifically minded. I'm more like logically minded. You know what I mean? I go with logic now. I mean, I know a little bit of science, but not like you, Flats. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, because a few times you saw.
I'd just like to. I'd probably say like I'm probably in the lower IQ of some things like that. I'm a joiner, and I also work as I did work until a couple of years ago. I had to quit my job to look after my son, but I went from being a joiner to doing air conditioning and fixing air conditioning systems. So I know about gases and things like that.
Oh yeah, you know about thermodynamics then?
Well, that means you're not a lower IQ. You know your stuff. To be able to do work like that, you've got to have some kind of intellect. Do you know what I mean? So you're not silly, man. You're not the lower IQ.
I do listen to hours and hours of this stuff, and then sometimes I'm like, I haven't got the foggiest.
But Fozzie, you.
Yes, carry on, Clark.
Sorry, but I'm saying, Fozzie, then you should more or less have a grasp on the thermodynamic systems. Then, if you're working with, if you worked with the air cons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
You see. So I mean, just knowing that basics alone, if
just that bit, it is literally just it all comes down to like just basic understandings of what you know, what you can see, and what you can observe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, just that
absolutely.
basic alone. To anybody, let's say you can go to any person in that field, and you would explain to them the Earth is flat, and you take it with that argument. Obviously, their clogs are going to turn, and they're going to think, listen, something's not right. It's just even that simple, basic argument. That alone would turn me from being a glober.
Yeah.
Absolutely. See, I don't know what you just said. I mean, I've got a basic idea, but I don't know. I haven't got a full knowledge in that. So, you know more than that, you know. Yeah, we've got someone else. We've got. So
Yeah.
You've got intellect, man. You're not silly.
Yeah, Fozzy, you have to be intellectual to be able to work on those systems, for sure. Hey, Travis, how you doing?
Hey.
I forgot about your your question for him. Sorry, I got so sidetracked. I ended up forgetting.
No, well, whatever. It's no big deal. I mean, I couldn't keep listening to that guy. As soon as you got muted, I left.
Yeah, they were kind of biased towards me, but yeah, that's what I expected. Because it's the first time I've actually met this Johnny guy. I don't even know where he's from.
Does he have a show or?
Yeah, he has a
just,
show. Yeah, he's got like 12K subscribers or something.
Wow. Yeah, he let Catz just ad hom me like 3 times in a row. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, and then
Exactly.
like I was saying, he starts talking. He asks me a question while I'm trying to answer. He overtalks me, and then he mutes us both. And then he wants Catz to talk again so I can try, and he just does the same circle. That's why at the end of the day I said to him, but you're being biased. You're not letting me get my statements out. And then, yeah. But what can I do? I did try and set this up with modern day debates, but apparently FTFE and Catz don't go there anymore. They do not like Kuntz anymore. I don't know why. I mean, I always used to go on there. And I think Kuntz is an awesome guy. James Kuntz is really a good moderator.
Yeah, I mean, I like James. I've been on there a couple of times, but it's not really formal. Like I felt like I felt like you guys were more formal in terms of the presentation so far. But once it got to the Q&A, he just ransacked you.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting that to happen as soon as it got to the open dialogue. That's why I just played along with it. I was like, okay, what do I have to lose?
But ultimately, I think honestly, it's hard not to be biased to a certain extent. But once you got to the let's see, I'm trying to think of. It became evident to me that when he tried to call you out on not sticking to the agreement, once he pushed that button and then you came back with your evidence, I saw, at least to me, I felt like you had actually done.
I've done more than I brought more than he brought. I brought more than he's literally just showed a picture on screen, made a declaration on that picture. I went and demonstrated that he showed on screen to debunk it with the mechanics on how it works, and I didn't present anything. How does that work?
Yeah, man. He is a polished rhetoric. He comes at you. He fires fast. And he speaks with a lot of, conviction, right? So he's trying to persuade you simply by the fact that he can present his material so fast that you can't process it, and then he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. He's a wizard.
Yeah, but that's what I say. I feel very honored though that he got so triggered with me because it's not the way he usually debates. So from the get-go, he was triggered because he saw I'm not going to be some pushover, walkover like the usual guys he debates. Because he's been actually asking me for a debate for years now.
Yeah.
And he thought I was always scared of him. That's not the case. But yeah, it shows you why he wasn't expecting this. He thought I'm going to be some kind of weird pushover that knows nothing. That's why he always tried to bring in the I got you kind of things. And every time he tried to bring I got you, I knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, it's always that. Yeah, he wants a gotcha. Hey, listen, do you know the channel, the Missing Curve? Research?
Yeah, Bierman.
Have you seen his last video where he
with the sun?
Yeah.
I wanted to watch. I haven't watched it yet.
The one where he uses the bowl, the glass bowl.
Yeah, it's the latest one. I haven't watched it. I actually want to watch it. Maybe I can quickly show it now.
Yeah, you need to watch it. We should watch it right now because I think it's going to be a game changer.
Was it the Missing Curve? I think.
It's not the one that was just like a minute long because I think he's had a new one, but it was one.
Yeah, sunset behind the physical object on the side. I think no, there was another one.
No, that's not the one.
It's this one, Sunset Breakaways Proof of Concept Experiment. 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to watch this. I think if you guys haven't already, do subscribe to Veerman. He really has awesome stuff. He's like,
hey, listen to this. Listen to this. You ready?
Yeah.
So he was trying to make some contacts with the local universities to see if he could just talk to somebody. And the person that he contacted with got back and said, yeah, you know what, we'll make time for you next week. Well, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
He shows up at this school to a full classroom.
Wow.
He didn't even know. Like, he thought he was just going to talk to a couple of educators.
Yeah.
They had a full classroom of students, and he spoke for 45 minutes.
Wow. That's awesome.
And just laid
because he actually wanted to
down.
he actually wanted to talk to me sometimes, so I'm definitely going to talk to him about that. I think that was quite a cool thing. It would have been great if he could have documented it though.
He has it recorded. There was a student who recorded it, and he sent Beerman the recording, and so Beerman's gonna
awesome.
Take a listen to make sure it's got good quality and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm showing his video on screen now. You see that? How awesome that looks. But that's why I say
I don't see where you're sharing it.
it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just watching it through on YouTube. Really awesome stuff. But he is doing great demonstrations. But that's the difference between the flat earthers and the globers. The flat earthers actually go out and demonstrate what they think it happens. Oh, check it out with the torch.
Yeah, wait till it gets to the end, man. It's gonna knock you on your butt.
Because I first got into to his channel when he started explaining the different planes in the camera through that presentation. That's when I first subscribed to him. But the demonstrations he's been doing after that, it just gets better and better every time. And I think he's in Cape Town, so he gets an awesome sunset and sunrise. Wow.
Yeah, like I say, it was very condescending, very aggressive. I love how you kept your composure.
Oh, thanks.
Excellent.
Yeah, I do try. I do try. I mean, I almost got a bit triggered at a stage there when the guys were being biased towards me. But then I decided, no.
You're bound to, but that shows your will and strength that you could contain yourself. Because I could, to a point, if I was debating and that, but I think if I got a little bit angry, I'd lose my crap. You know what I mean? I'd lose my shit. I mean, I'm a placid guy. When I lose it, I lose it. So yeah, but you do brilliant, because there's times when I watch these debates, I think, oh, he might go mad here. He might go mad, and no, you don't.
But you see, that's one of their tactics, though. I've looked at this through the years. It's one of their tactics. They want people to rage quit, so they can have an automatic so-called win. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Because then they say, oh look, he rage quitted, so therefore I won. And then the audience doesn't actually look at the rest of the argument. They just look, oh, I want to see when he rage quits. That's it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, brilliant. That ending is great, Travis. Definitely shows like the sun would be moving underwater with lensing.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do it this weekend. I don't know. Did you see? I can't remember if you made a comment or not. Did you see when I did that same stuff with the boats?
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Put up,
with those two boats where you moved it across the table.
Yeah.
Very awesome stuff.
So where's that video link? Is it in YouTube, is it?
I'm going to put it in again. Travis, I'm going to put your video in as well. I'm just going to look for it quickly. I'm going to look for Travis's video as well quickly. I'm going to stick that in.
Are you still there, Derek?
Yeah, he's very quiet.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, he's there, I see him. You good?
Must I post both of those, Travis?
If you're gonna, I put it in the live stream chat. I put the one in live stream chat.
Oh yeah, I put the other one in live stream chat.
In Discord.
The proof of concept. The area is the lens which magnifies, displaces, and obstructs.
I'll get it from Discord.
It's the second boat one, the latest boat one actually.
Yeah, the second one is the shorter one. I try to make the one is 30 minutes, and I tried to make a shorter one that was 11.
Yeah. I mean, I even wanted
like
to
say, if you guys can hear me,
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm gobsmacked how like how people are just sucked in by just by everything that I've been getting into recently is like how they're sucked into mathematical gobbledygook. It's just
But that's
like you guys say, it's pseudoscience. It's just gobbledygook.
But that's
and
exactly
they
what it
wrap
is.
it up in mathematics, and it's ridiculous.
But you see, the whole globe is just based on mathematical faith. Because they have an equation, and then they say that equation is scientific. It's not. There's nothing scientific about an equation. It's pseudoscience, and that's why they say science doesn't prove things, because their pseudoscience gets disproven every day after something that's supposedly been validated.
Of course, of course.
That's why the evolutionists have such a large problem as well, because it gets disproven every day that was supposed to be validated. Evolution is falling down the drain. You must see it. You must see it.
And that's what led me down this road. At first it's like I've never believed in the moon landing, and then evolution. I started looking into evolution, and I started finding out things about that, and it just led me down this road. And it's just everything's just a lie and just gobbledygook, and it's amazing how they've like wrapped it up in such a tight little bow that they've got the whole world thinking this shit. It's incredible, really.
Well,
It doesn't want to play, Travis. I'm sorry, it's just buffering.
Travis, go on, man. I just. Make
oh no, you don't. Yeah, you don't have to play it. You don't have to play it. It's a bit long, but you know what I was saying was if I had like the drive to try to figure out how to say what I see in math, you know what I mean? That's all I would need to do to prove my claim for proximate looming. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
I do think that it's possible. I could create a mathematical language to describe what I think is happening out there. I absolutely think that that's possible.
Yeah, but even if you do that, they're still gonna just say no, it's not correct because it doesn't go with their biased narrative. So even if you do that, you're just gonna be wasting your time because you're pushing against religious zealots.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Yeah.
That's why I haven't bothered to go and also make mathematical models for things, because why? Why must a person do that if they're just going to anyway just disclude it in the end of the day just because they are bigots?
Oh, yeah, that is a good word for them, actually. Definitely. Yeah, the math works, hence nonsense.
And then we can debunk the math by taking reality and showing how math is not reality.
You know, of course it's not. Of course it's not. It's crazy to think so, isn't it? When you sit and think about it, I mean, when we were indoctrinated by it, it was just there. We believed it, like, and it's just when the penny drops and you see it, and you stand back and watch it, it's like, how did I even believe that, you know?
Yeah.
How?
That's what it's for me. It's like I've never been a believer in the moon landings, and then again, this is like I've literally just signed on to Discord to talk to you guys for the first time today, but I've never believed it. I've had an open mind about everything, but as I've got further into this, I'm just amazed at how the whole world's been corrupted by maths and bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. You guys.
Tainted by bullshit.
Sorry, you guys can chat further. I definitely have to go sleep. I have to get up for a few hours in work, and then tomorrow night's gonna be late again
Yeah,
with the Toon stream.
Yeah. I'm going to do that as well. It's about what's it? What time is it here?
It's 12:30 by me.
I'm going to drop out, guys. You can carry talking. I'm just going to drop out, and it was
Yeah, I got 4 hours before I need to wake up. So.
Excellent debate, man. Excellent. Like, see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully, Fozzie, maybe you can come in tomorrow again. It'll be great to chat again.
Thanks a lot, pal.
Was that? Bless
Take
you
care,
guys.
everyone.
See you later.
You guys
Nice
rock.
one, Platz.
Again, thanks for all your support, guys. Appreciate it.
Derek, Fizzy, Platz. Good night. Bless.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
And everyone in chat, thank you for coming. Really do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for everybody that super chatted and just typed in and just shared the show and liked. Thank you all. You guys do rock. Till tomorrow night. God bless.